So, welcome once again to another edition of the Coach's Corner program. I'm Jeff Ruth, along with Harding head coach John Brady. And John, something we haven't said in a long time, congratulations on a nice win.
Well, thank you. I know it's been a long time, but we're not thinking about that. We're just thinking about going out each day and getting better. And by Friday, hope all three phases, and it did work last Friday, offense, defense, and special teams worked. And, it's a fun time, and it's a good time on the sidelines. The main thing is we got everybody in last Friday. Everybody got to play, and those kids deserve it because they worked hard all week to have an opportunity to do that.
I know deep down, though, you would have liked to have gotten the shutout.
Sure, that was one of the goals. There's no doubt about that. But at that time, we really didn't care. We just wanted to make sure we got everybody in. But it was our goal in the beginning. But at the time, some things just go out the door, and that was okay last week.
I bet you slept pretty well Friday night.
Real well.
I imagine the players and the coaches probably have a little extra giddy up this week in practice as well.
Saturday was a lot better. It was easier to run and lift and grade film and watch film. But, after Saturday, it's back to the grind, and we get right back at it.
All right. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the highlights from the contest last week against Fairbanks. We'll preview the upcoming game against North Union on Friday night. Also have a couple of the players we'll talk to, and we'll do that right after these words.
I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and in an honest way for the rest of my life. In a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs, great futures start here.
At Buffalo Wild Wings, everyone knows we have great traditional and boneless wings with a wide variety of sauces. But we also have the best burgers and specialty items like the Havana pork sandwich and chicken shrimp tacos.
In a hurry for lunch? Escape your office for our fast break lunch with 7 entrees and 7 sides. So, for food, sports, and fun, Buffalo Wild Wings is your one-stop destination after the game or anytime. Buffalo Wild Wings. You have to be here.
Back once again on the Coach's Corner program. A reminder that you can catch the show at 4 o'clock in the morning, at noon, and at 8 o'clock in the evening. And Mr. Fags is joined to Bryson?
Yeah, Bryson. Bryson's the older one.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Coach Brady talked about a little extra step in practice, and last weekend I imagine the coaches were obviously very excited to get that win.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. It's good to see the program get another win. There's nothing better as a Harding player or a coach to be able to sing the fight song after the game, so it's pretty cool for the kids to experience that.
It's been a while since they've gone down and be able to ring the victory bell too.
Oh yeah, I think there's a little bit of dust on it, but it still worked a little bit.
And nice crowd support as well for the game.
Yeah, I was up in the box with headphones on, so I couldn't really hear everything, but it's pretty nice to see all the people show up.
For the viewers, talk a little bit about what you coach this year.
I coach the running backs, so I just do running backs and kickoff returners.
We talked last week, Coach Brady and I, a little bit about the amount of coaches that have ties to Marion Harding. It makes it kind of nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was nice. I was excited when Coach Brady sent me a text message asking me to coach. And it's really nice to come back and see like Slater and C.J. Wessler, so it makes it all better.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from the contest last week. Again, you get jumped out to a 48-0 lead at halftime, and they end up eventually leading 55-0 before they get a couple of late touchdowns.
Yeah, here on the first play, we got Titus on a kickoff return. It started off the game real nice, gave us good field position.
Unfortunately, that one was called back because of a penalty, and thinking, oh, here we go again, but you put together a real nice drive.
And here we got Thomas Moore on the catch and run. It's a real nice job by Ryan getting the ball over the defender, and Thomas with the run after the catch. And sometimes you never know if Tommy's going to catch the ball or not, so it's nice to see him catch it. And here goes Titus on a draw play up the middle, breaks a few tackles, and off to the races. This play is just a pass breakup. I think that's TJ there.
Good pressure on the quarterback.
And here's Jordan Scott off the edge with the QB sack. does a good job for us off the edge. Once again, we got Ryan passing to TJ for a nice little run and touchdown.
Ryan played very well for you Friday night.
Yeah, Ryan's getting better every week. And here we got Nick Millsworth on a deep touchdown pass and catch. Coach Wesley wanted to get him past the defender there. Nick has a lot of speed, and we wanted to showcase it there. And here's Bryce Starner with an interception on a fake punt. And here's Ryan again passing to, I do believe it's Jordan Scott on his second touchdown reception of the day.
Some of those numbers were tough to read Friday night, we found out.
Yeah, when you're up in the box, it's tough to see down the field. And here's another good run by TJ, gets through the hole and explodes out and scores a touchdown.
He's got some explosiveness, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's one of our fastest kids on the team. And here's Kean with a nice touchdown run. I fight with him all the time about this play. It's 34G. He always likes to cut back, but he sees now why he doesn't cut back on G.
And the final score, 55-13 in favor of Fairbanks. I know, last year and certainly this year in the first 4 ball games, you guys never got too down on the players, and the coaches always believed in what the coaches do, and the players believed in what you guys do as well.
Yeah, those first 3 games we had were tough games. The kids always stayed in the fight. They never gave up. That's what I like about being back here. This is my first time being back in the Harding program in years, and it's just nice to see the kids just don't give up. They continue to want to get better and fight.
When you were playing for Harding, did you ever think you'd be someday wearing the red and black and coaching?
No, it really didn't hit me either until the first game, the scrimmage between Delaware. When we walked out for Thursday practice, I kind of got emotional because it's my first time being back here in years, and it's just exciting to be part of the program again.
All right, so 4 games in, hard to believe this is the halfway point of the season, but you got the win last week, but as Coach Brady said, you forget that one. Now you look ahead to this game and the rest of the season.
Yeah, we just got to keep pushing, keep looking ahead. Last week was last week. This week we have North Union, another conference game. So.
Okay, well, it was a nice way to start the MOAC season last week. Appreciate you being on.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more on the Coach's Corner program right after these words.
The Marion City Digital Academy is a Marion City Schools-sponsored, tuition-free, online accredited community school for students in grades K through 12 living within the Marion City Schools District.
We offer a home-based online learning environment with the benefit of one-on-one teacher support and individualized instruction. Our flexible learning schedules provide opportunities for students to work at their own pace. Computer and internet service is provided.
The Marion City Digital Academy is open 5 days a week and is staffed by certified teachers.
We are located at 360 Pennsylvania Avenue next to George Washington Elementary. Call us at 740-223-3882.
Marion City Schools, inspiring a community of achievement.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program, and this is the segment where we talk to some of the seniors. Got 3 of them that are joining me right now. Michael Ross off to my right. Go ahead, and Michael, we'll start with you. Talk a little bit about the position or positions you play.
All right, I'm starting center. That's all I'm playing right now. It's where I'm best at right now. That's about it, about the positions and whatnot.
Did you play center last year?
Yeah.
Or did you have it? Okay.
Yeah, I played center last year.
Talk a little bit about the toughest part about being a center.
Making sure the snap's good. That's probably the hardest part, is making sure that you can get the snap back to the QB without making him jump 3 feet in the air or dropping to catch a ball that's to his feet.
Is Harding always in the shotgun, or does sometimes they go under center?
We switch it up depending on the formation that we're in. We run a lot of shotgun, especially last game against Fairbanks.
When you're snapping and having to block, is it easier to block on a passing play or a running play?
That that kind of depends on who I'm blocking, really. If the person's close to me, it's normally easier for me to get to him on run play, but passing is typically more easier for me when I'm blocking and snapping.
Now, are you a center on special teams as well?
No, actually, I'm not. They took me off of that to keep me fresh so I could stay in the entire game at center.
And it makes a difference?
Yeah, because when the first couple of games when I was on special teams, I was on punt and kickoff return, and I started to feel like winded towards like the third quarter and fourth quarter, and so they just took me out of punt and kickoff return to try to keep me fresh so I could stay in the entire game if need be.
Okay. You got the win last week. You had a chance to get down, ring the victory bell. You came over and you saluted the students. That's a feeling you guys haven't had in a long time.
Yeah, that felt nice, especially I've freshman, sophomore, and junior years just going through all those losses. It felt real good to do all those things.
You got a tough North Union game coming up on Friday night. What have the coaches kind of been telling you about North Union this week in practice?
Just like every other team we face, we can beat them.
Take care of the mistakes, cut down the penalties.
No more shooting ourselves in the feet.
Okay.
Big thing. No more turning over the ball. Yep.
This is the halfway point of the season already. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah. Yesterday I found myself looking at our schedule for all the games. I was just kept on counting six more. It just kind of hit me right there. Being a senior, I only have 6 more games to play.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win last week and continued success. Hopefully you'll come back with a win on Friday.
Yeah.
All right. Kian Harrow off to my immediate left. Kian, is it easier being on this side of the camera or on the other side of the camera?
Probably the other side.
You do a lot of the work for the Harding Telecom, and I see you on the other side, so you'd rather be on that side than this side.
I'm a people person, so I can do both.
Okay, well, I'll keep it pretty painless. Talk about being able to go over, ring the victory bell, come out, salute the students, and having the fans stick around and cheer for you and get that win that week, last week. It had to be a huge, lift for everybody.
It was exciting because we all deserved it. We all wanted it so bad because we just want to go out there and we want to take over the MOAC. It's our first year, and we want to make a statement, and came out with the win.
I haven't talked to Coach Brady. I'll probably mention when he comes back, but you go in the locker room, you're up 48-0. Did Coach Brady still find some things wrong with your first half performance?
There was a few mistakes, but other than that, we were pretty excited.
As far as the next 6 games for the season, what are maybe some goals, especially for not only you, but the rest of the seniors, maybe some goals that you've set for this year?
Well, I know for a fact all of us want to win the MOAC. That's our main goal this year. But our next step is North Union.
All right. What position or positions do you play?
I play defensive end and fullback / H-back.
Okay. You got the touchdown run last week. Your feet were moving pretty good, about the 30, the 20-yard line. Nobody was going to catch you from behind.
Like when I was running, I just kept saying, "Please don't catch me." I see my own shadow, so I had to run faster.
Talk about the blocking that you've had this year. Pretty good blocking up front?
Yeah, it's a lot better. Like we had a few weaknesses in the beginning of the season, but we got that fixed up, and our line has stepped up a lot.
All right. It's good. I'm sure it was a good weekend last week. You probably slept pretty well Friday night as well, and everybody, I'm sure, is congratulated this week in school. So congratulations on the win. Hopefully it'll be a lot more the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right. And over to my left, you had a couple of quarterback sacks last week. It's Talon Fawbush. I don't know why I have problems with that one. Certainly one of the most unique haircuts of anybody I've seen. It's a good look for you. Talk a little bit about the positions you play.
I play offensive tackle and defensive nose guard. Most important job is just on offense is just making sure that protecting the quarterback, protecting his blind side, and just not giving any penetration.
It's setting blocks for him, right?
Yep. Making sure that we can get a touchdown or get as many yards as we can.
What's the key defensively?
Defensively is getting a nice push, being able to penetrate their offensive line and getting back to the quarterback, disrupt the pass, or even get a sack or tackle on the running backs.
And you were able to do that very effectively last week. I thought the whole defensive line played really well last week.
Yeah, we play really well. We try to be disciplined as much as we can, but
Offense, defense, which do you prefer?
I prefer defense more.
Because you can hit people, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of talk a little bit about the feeling you had Friday night around 10 o'clock, being able to say, okay, after all this work, we finally got our win.
Right. It felt great. Just we've been working hard all this summer and just putting as much work in, trying to be disciplined, we've been conditioning out this world, trying to go hard, and we want to definitely win the MOSC. That's our main goal for this whole year. We got 6 games left, but our main goal right now is North Union.
All right, well, you started out 1-0, can't do any better than that. Congratulations, all of you played real well last week, and come home with a win on Friday night. Appreciate all of the seniors coming up and joining me this afternoon. We'll come back, we'll wrap up this edition of the Coach's Corner program, we'll preview North Union. We'll do that right after these words.
Harding Center Apartments, located in historic downtown Marion, offers furnished and unfurnished units with 1 bedroom starting at $650 per month for a 1-year lease.
All utilities, basic cable, wireless internet, and modem included. Call General Manager Kate Fisher to set up a tour at 740-953-0196.
Planning a special occasion, wedding reception, or reunion? The Harding Center is also available for your next event.
Visit us on Facebook or Instagram today.
Once again to close out this edition of the Coach's Corner program, and Coach on the road this Friday night against North Union. Saw them in week 1. North Union's played some pretty good teams defensively last week. They held River Valley basically scoreless. River Valley's 2 touchdowns, both coming defensively. I know they had a little problems offensively with some penalties and so forth, but going down there, it's going to be a tough ball game.
Film proved that too. We showed it to the kids yesterday. We broke it down all weekend. The one thing you can say about North Union, well coached and very physical. Really up front do a great job, and their skilled kids make plays. They may not be as good as the ones we've seen the first 3 ball games, but this team is a well-coached team, and physically, it's going to be a heck of a fight for us this Friday.
They have a real good ball player, Nate Hammonds. Do you anything special to try and slow him down?
Well, we have something special we think every week to slow their studs down, but this week it's not about North Union, it's about us. We have to get to and do our assignments and tackle well and make sure we have a lot of people around the football on the defense side of the ball, and offensively just execute.
And it looked like you got through last week without any real physical problems, no injuries that I could tell.
No injuries at all, and we also have about 3 people coming back, so that's real good for us.
All right, well, enjoy it, but as you say, enough about last week. Now the focus is on North Union, and good luck on Friday night down in Richwood.
Thank you very much.
Got to wrap it up for this edition of the Coach's Corner program. For head coach John Brady, I'm John.